The Muslim rebellion in Xinjiang. In 1937, 1,500 Uyghur Muslim rebels under the command of Kichik Akhund revolted in southern Xinjiang against the pro-Soviet forces of Chiang Kai. The new 36th Division of the Chinese National Revolutionary Army aided the rebels. Chiang Kai moved against the divisional general Mahmud Muhiti, the commander-in-chief of the 6th Uyghur Division and the deputy chief of the Kashgar military region. Muhiti resented the Soviet influence and formed a secret group around himself. Chiang feared that Muhiti had allied with Chinese Muslim general Ma Hushan. The Uyghurs of Kashgar heard hostile reports about Ma from Uyghur refugees from Khotan who suffered under him. On April 2, 1937, Muhiti fled Kashgar with a small number of his subordinates and some gold to British India via Yengisar County and Yarkant County. Before his departure, he sent a message to Ma Hushan about his proposed arrival at Khotan. In response, Ma ordered his troops to prepare a parade and feast to honor Muhiti. The preparation pulled troops who guarded both mountain passes to Kashmir, which allowed Muhiti the opportunity to change his route and to sneak through into Kashmir. Muhiti's flight resulted in Uyghur troops rising in revolt in Yengisar County, Yarkant County, and Artush City, which resulted in the execution of the pro-Soviet officials and Soviet advisors. An independent Turkic administration was set up by two of his officers, Kichik Akhund Xinjiang, who commanded troops in Artush, and Abdul Niyaz Xinjiang, who commanded troops in Yengisar and Yarkant. The provincial commander in Kashgar, Liu Pin, and his 700 troops responded by launching a squadron of 9 Soviet planes to bomb Yengisar and Yarkant. A buildup of Soviet military assets occurred in Xinjiang before the outbreak of war. Around Kashgar, the Soviets sent AA guns, fighter planes, and soldiers of Russian and Kyrgyz origin in big numbers. The beginning of the rebellion had an immediate impact on the fate of about 400 Uyghur students who were studying at the University of Tashkent. They were arrested on one night in May 1937 by the NKVD, the Soviet secret police, and executed without trial allegedly by orders of Joseph Stalin. Soviet authorities also purged diplomatic staff throughout the province in Soviet consulates in Urumqi, Karashar, Gulja, Chuguchak, and Altai. The Soviet consul general in Urumqi Garegin Apresov was recalled to Moscow and shot by a firing squad for allegedly participating in the so-called fascist Trotskyite plot against Stalin and attempting to overthrow Chiang Kai's regime. Some historians said the Muslim rebellion was a plot by Mahmud Muhiti and Ma Hushan to convert Xinjiang into a base for fighting against Stalinists. They claimed that a conquest of the Kremlin, Russian Turkestan, and Siberia was planned in an anti-Soviet movement formulated by Ma Hushan. Ma Hushan and his Chinese Muslim troops watched the situation with interest, since they were eager to seize more territory. However, Chiang Kai ordered the new 36th Division to quell the Muslim rebellion of the 6th Uyghur Division. After receiving the order, the Tungans attacked Kashgar airfield on May 20th, but were defeated. 10 days later, 1,500 Muslim irregulars under Kichik Akhund attacked and seized Kashgar Old City. His troops wore armbands with the words Fi Sabil Allah, meaning in the way of Allah. A Kyrgyz uprising near Kucha and Muslim unrest in Hami followed the rebellion. Ma Hushan took Kashgar without a battle. Ma Shengkui's 2nd Brigade took the Faizabad Maral Bashi region in the southwest of Xinjiang. Later, Ma Hushan surrounded Kashgar New City and said the Chinese Muslim forces were acting in covenant with the Turkics, Uyghurs, to overthrow the pro-Soviet provincial government and to replace it with an Islamic government loyal to the Republic of China Kuomintang government at Nanjing. In August 1937, 5,000 Soviet Red Army troops, backed by an air unit and an armored regiment, moved into Xinjiang at the request of Chiang Kai, whose troops were defeated by Muslim rebels in July 1937 at a battle near Karashar. In late August, provincial forces, including White Russians, Red Army, and NKVD units, defeated Kichik Akun's troops at Aksu. Most of Akun's troops were annihilated by machine guns and air attacks by a squadron of 24 Soviet airplanes in an open field near Aksu. As a result, Kichik Akund and Abdul Niyaz escaped to Kashgar with 200 men. After that battle, Chiang Kai bribed Ma Shengkui to defect and to turn against Ma Hushan. So, he marched to Kashgar on September 1, 1937, only to find that Ma Hushan, Ma Ju-lung, and Pai Zuli had withdrawn toward Kargalik with the 1st Brigade. On September 7th, Ma Hushan and his officers deserted their troops and fled to India with gold, which was confiscated by the British. The Chinese Muslim general Ma Jianshan was allegedly one of the Soviet army commanders during the invasion. He led Soviet troops disguised in Chinese uniforms, along with bombers during the attack. The Chinese general Chiang Yufan dispatched his men after the Muslim forces. Red Army aircraft assisted them by dropping bombs, including mustard gas bombs. On September 9th, Yarkant fell to Shang, and on September 15th, the leader of the Muslim rebellion in South Xinjiang, Abdul Niyaz, was executed. On October 15th, the Soviets bombed the city of Khotan, which resulted in 2,000 casualties. The remnants of the Muslim troops fled through the Kunlun Mountains in Qinghai and northern Tibet. We should recall that in 1937, during the Soviet attack, Japan invaded China in the Second Sino-Japanese War. The pro-Soviet forces of Chiang Kai controlled the whole of Xinjiang. They eliminated all rivals, and the defeat of the Muslim forces had put an end to the Chinese government's control in Xinjiang. Chiang Kai set up a memorial to the Soviets killed in combat, which included Russian Orthodox crosses. The Chinese government was aware of the Soviet invasion of Xinjiang and of the Soviet troops moving around Xinjiang and Gansu, but it remained quiet to avoid an international conflict and to continue to receive military supplies from the Soviets. The Muslim rebellion was a manifestation of the mostly hard-working Muslim people who dealt with harsh oppression and political and religious censure for most of their history. We will talk about other Muslim rebellions in that part of the world. Thanks for watching.